The 19th hole is brought to you by Johnny Walker Blue.
Mr. Epps,
Hey, Mr. Raphael.
we had a great day out there.
Yeah, it's
Couldn't
cool.
have picked a better one.
Yeah,
But now we get to the hard questions.
come on with it.
All right. You're Hollywood now.
Yeah.
Tell me about where you came from, where you're at today.
I came from a big family, a family of 8, 7 brothers, 1 sister. So I really came from humble beginnings. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana originally. And I've been doing comedy now for about 13 years. And when I first started, it was a big challenge for me, you know, because I didn't have anybody in the business that was from my family or anyone that I could look to for directions to be in Hollywood. So I kind of started from scratch, bumping my head and learning the business as I grew and learned how to become a better comedian. And now I'm in Hollywood 13 years from when I started, and I'm doing movies and television, and I'm excited about being in this business and proud of myself from coming so far.
We got a lot of fans, and I'm one of them.
Thank you, man.
Tell me about that moment when you came from your hometown, you came out to Hollywood, and you got your chance.
Man, it was a big moment for me. Like I said, I come from humble beginnings, so I was always more grateful to have anything in front of me. And I was performing at a comedy club one night, and Ice Cube came out to see me and asked me if I could act. And I told him, yeah, you know, if you give me something to act with, I'll act on it. And he gave me a chance to audition for him for the movie next Friday, and I auditioned, and it happened.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Who in the past, currently, who do you pattern your life by? What makes you tick personally?
I think my life is patterned by many things, many of people. You know, I find myself collecting character as I grow, as I live, day by day, from people, from experiences. So a lot of who I am has been experiences throughout the years of being in people's presence, such as my parents, my father. I think I patterned myself unconsciously. And, you know, a lot of the artists, of course, Richard Pryor, of course, Eddie Murphy, you know, all the greats, you know, I learned from them, whether through admiring them or watching them and, you know, really appraising their work.
You mentioned Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
I was told that, I guess by my people,
Yeah.
that you'll be playing him.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, about a year, maybe about a year and a half ago, before Richard passed, Richard and his wife, Jennifer Pryor, reached out to me and said that they were looking into doing the story of Richard Pryor. And from there, I started going to Richard's house for about a year and sitting with him and communicating the best as possible as I could. And as the year went on, things were going, we were getting the script together, and then he passed away, and things changed a little bit, kind of set it back. But now it's back in full motion, and we have a director, Casey Lemons, who directed East Bayou and a couple other great movies. We have her set to direct, and a couple great producers coming on board. So it's back into motion, and I think you can be looking for it in the '08.
He lived an intricate life.
Really did.
He had a lot of emotional things, a lot of ups and downs. Are you ready to carry that role?
Yeah, man, I really think I am, because in the essence of it, I don't think that, you know, God would have brought me to him. I don't think that I would have had an opportunity to even meet him, to sit with him for a year just before his departure of this life. I don't think that I would have had that opportunity. So in saying that, I think I'm ready for it. You know, thank God I've had some trials and tribulations in my life, early in my life, and you know, I've changed my life and things are better for me now, but I have something to draw from, something to grab from, because I have some of my own experiences that were similar to the great Richard Pryor.
What other influences in your life do you feel attribute to your success now?
Man, I've always been a hard worker, you know. I've always felt like if I wasn't doing anything with myself, I've always felt less than, you know. So I've always been a hard worker. You know, I feel like if you're not working, you're not living. You know, working is a part of living. You know, so I've always worked hard and tried to work hard. So I think my father gave me a lot of that. You know, my father's a hard worker, factory worker. You know, work hard, man. Been still on the job. Supposed to be retired and still going to work, you know. So I think I got a lot of that from him, you know, working hard and being dedicated and being dependable, you know, for people. And it plays a big part in this business that I'm in the golf world and in show business also.
Who's out there in Hollywood, or not necessarily out there, who's out there, period, who, before you hang it up, you want to work with?
Before I hang it up,
who's that one person you say, you know what, I'll do it for free?
Morgan Freeman. I would love to work with Morgan Freeman. Just on the strength that I was a fan of his as a kid, you know, on Electric Company. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, serious, man. And when I grew up and I seen him in the movies, it was like, man, you know, it was like, God, it was like I knew him, you know. Still to this day, I want to meet him, man. I want to shake his hand, man, because he's a great man. You can tell he's really passionate about his work.
We got a lot of viewers out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to give some words of inspiration, look into that camera,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say?
I would say that we all know the saying that life's a bee, and take one day at a time and hope for the best, and keep God in your life some kind of way.
Mr. Epps,
thank you.
It was
man.
fantastic.
So I ran into Mike Epps in the hotel earlier, and he was hilarious. I can only imagine how he was on the golf course.
The guy was amazingly funny, but what caught me off guard, the guy is very serious too. Did you know he's going to play Richard Pryor in the movie?
No, I didn't.
Guy was funny, but I think he's going to pull it off. How was the resort?
Well, I had a great day at the spa. I got a nice facial. I bought a beautiful dress at one of the shops here for our dancing tonight, and it was really nice. I got to relax. It was perfect. Once again, a great destination, and you got to meet some remarkable people.
As always. Thank you very much for watching The Green TV, Golf Beyond the Links.
The Green TV is brought to you by Toyota, Continental Airlines, Robert Talbert Collection, Johnny Walker Blue, Echo Shoes, Chateau Alon Winery and Resort, Pacific Palms Resort, Swing Juice Energy Drink, Mind, Body, and Game, and The Green Magazine.
Oh!
Hey, man, I need one of those little things to stick out of the ground, man.
Hey, this is Mike Epps, and I've just gone beyond the links. Right? Oh, sorry. I'm like up there.
We're going to have bloopers too.
Okay. All right, I'll do a couple of those for you.
Hey, man, y'all ain't gonna show all this part, are you?
Hey, this is Mike Epps, and I've just gone beyond the links, and you're watching Green TV.